Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel again today. We are on episode 8 of Tower of God. But before anything else, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I definitely love interacting with you guys and building up the channel, so it definitely means a lot if you guys would subscribe. Also, the Discord and the Patreon links are in the description below. The $1 level on Patreon gets you access to early access, full access if any of the video reactions are removed here off of YouTube, higher quality videos, and it removes the screen filter for the video that I'm reacting to. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, and in the last episode we kind of got to see a game of tag, just kind of between one of the test examiners and just a bunch of people from one of the groups. And it's been pretty interesting because it looked like the examiner almost got kind of trapped in a sense to where they were going to be able to catch him, but I don't think that was quite the case, and now the examiner's kind of mad for whatever reason. And I'm interested in figuring out what's going to go on in terms of all of that. But we still haven't seen any sort of a contact from Yuri or any of her team yet, because I know that they were kind of working towards getting back into the mix with Bam's team. And again, I'm still looking forward to seeing how the other princesses are going to be able to react, you know, when Yuri kind of pops back up into the mix here. But let's go ahead and just jump right into it and figure out what's going to go on here with this game of tag. Oh, is that what we're talking about? I do like how the test administrator and the test director are just kind of watching. It makes sense, but I just think it's interesting that we kind of get to see them in that scenario. He actually kind of looks worried a little bit. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want him to get mad, that's for sure. I think I do like this examiner. Just the fact that he's holding back with patience and stuff. Yeah, he's just really generous. Yeah, he looks really cool, that guy. I guess like Rack and that other guy is like, they're pretty tight in strength, I would say, pretty equally. Or maybe they're not, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see them fight though. She looks at her nails like every 5 minutes, I swear. But that's just, well, I don't know. I was gonna say it's just part of our character design, I guess, but... I don't know why she's getting like all mad now. Yes, why did you team up? Oh. I see. Still, it makes me wonder how Bam got into the tower before Rachel did, when Rachel was like the first person that supposedly vanished into the tower.
橋さえ渡りゃゴールは目の前だろう。
ランカーともあろう者が何も考えずに時間をくれると思うか。
108、109、110、111。
タイムオーバーだ。みんな位置につけ。アナクが橋まで向かうのに少なくとも10分はかかる。クオンとは階段を使い出口に向かうしかない。一斉攻撃するにはもってこいだ。そこで
This still isn't going to be easy. It doesn't matter how coordinated they are in this case. I mean, the person that they're fighting against is literally a test examiner. I do like him again still. How he just kind of always sleeps.
鬼は上の出口に向かって移動中か。ならさっさと追いかけないとな。その前にクオント大先生の特別レッスンだ。捜索者ってのは前線に進んで情報を探る。こういう多勢に無勢になることが。
Was that his name? Quaint? Quant? Not entirely sure. I think I'll go with Quant for now.
捜索者は捨て駒にならねえために何をするでしょうか。
消えた？
どこだ？
どこだ？
くそったれ！攻撃あるのみ！
ほらよ。創作者の真似事か。覚えとけ。強さを過信する奴が真っ先に死ぬ。悪いがお前には槍がお似合いだ。ちょっと横になってろ。
今何分経った？
まだ1分も経ってない。殺せ！やっちゃえ！
すげえな、ランカー。
もっと喜びなさいよ。A チームが勝ったらあなたポジション分け試験で落第するよ。ラウレってイケメンとあの地味で暗い女の子が勝ち進むでしょうね。
自分のポジション以外のことも把握してるんですね。
ザハードの姫を舐めないで。
すみません。
聞きたいことがあるなら。
It's kind of dumb, but I think I totally forgot the position of like how the princesses are actually placed. Like, what actually qualifies you to get up to that sort of a position? Like, I would think that you'd have to have like, don't you like already have to have like gone through the tower in order to have gotten like all the way up there? Or like, or are you just like randomly selected to do this? Because otherwise, why wouldn't Dorsey and like these other princesses be going back through the tower again? I can't figure that aspect out. It's like, what motive do they have to actually go back through the test that they've like already done?
はい。ミシェルさんはこのままだと試験に合格できるでしょうか。
あなたはどっちだと嬉しい？
悪い。階段チームは全滅だ。鬼はもうすぐ階段を登りきるだろう。その時はこの超波を列し。マジかよ。どうすんだクン。そうだ、ラウレを呼ぼう。あいつなら。
ラウレならスタート地点で寝てるよ。
何？
東大森の授業でデータを見たけど、今回の結果に関わらずほぼ合格してるからな。
くそ、とうとう俺の殺人武術の出番か。
Oh yeah, he finally gets to use those killer martial arts of his. Been dying to see what that looks like. Oh man, now they're having a candy bar contest.
終わりましたね。もうアナクさんは捕まったも同然。A チームの負けです。そうでしょうか。クオントはアナクさんがどの出口に向かっているか知ってしまいました。彼が追いつくのも時間の問題。 出口に向かう橋で追いつかれることになれば逃げ場はない。
That's a pretty cool looking bridge.
クンさんの策もつきましたね。
青い亀を舐めるな。きっと何か企みがあるはずだ。
そうですか。もしや
I like how Rek actually believed that their team is actually pretty good. But obviously, I mean, they've demonstrated previously that their team is actually pretty good, so.
ではやはり A チームは
きっとあいつは何か考えている。おかわりください。
That guy doesn't talk at all, does he, that other guy?
俺が来たからには安心しろ。あのチビア影を絶対アナクには近づけねえ。みんなどうした？待てよおい。そんなに俺は期待できねえか？
誰がチビアカゲだって？
Oh, yeah, now I can see why I'd be mad.
背後からドッキリっすか？師匠。
Yeah, I suppose that wouldn't make him too happy, I suppose. Oh, come on, use those killer martial arts. Surely he has some killer martial arts going on. I'm just waiting to see what he's got.
お兄さん見つけた。
どうもお疲れ様です。
Oh man, I still can't imagine that this would be an easy fight for the examiner.
到着してないってか？もう橋にたどり着いてるはずだ。どこに隠した？
確かにさっきまでこの橋にいたけど、ここから飛び降りて下の出口に向かったよ。
バカ言え、この高さからか。
彼女はザハードの姫だ。釣り師の試験での怪我をきっかけに肉体強化の訓練をしたそうだ。
This is a good bluff game if that's actually the case.
闇の中を走ってるんだろうな。ランカー様でもこの高さからのダイブは怖いか
？I can't imagine she'd actually would have done that. Or did she? Okay, let's see.
早く乗れ。
もうそこまで赤毛が。
いいから、これで鬼を騙すんだよ。説明してる暇はない。お前はそこで待ってるだけでいい。
That's one way to have done it.
確かこの試験では神の水の量が制限されてるんですよね。そろそろ力が尽きちゃったりして。
お前、東大をコピーしただろ。
はあ？何言ってんだ？
光を消していようが神の水のオーラでわかんなよ。
Man, this guy is really good at what he does.
鬼を隠したんだ。橋の下に。
またまた何言ってんだか。
じゃあここで問題。このまま俺と一緒に地面に飛び降りてお前がペシャンコになった場合、灯台の上にいる鬼はどうなるでしょうか？
Oh, that's a good way to handle it.
どうした？怖いか？怖いか？
Yeah, what's he gonna do in this case? Because this is definitely not a good position to be in. Did he have a plan here? Yeah, that was a really good play right there. I should have figured that she could have done that, because that was just something that was really obvious, I think. Like, after they were falling, of course. I couldn't have predicted that before they fell, but...
ちょっと。
ごめんなさい。
これは
Well, yeah, it's logical that they don't be mad because I think they lose now, right?
いつも早がてん
What did they expect? I mean, they just had it easy. They had an examiner be there.
コントがあの高さを一気に登るのは不可能。
あの青かっぱ野郎、ナゲスボゴス殺せ、憎たらしいやつ。くそー、絶対負けらんねえのに。
助けが必要なようだな。
誰だ。
A チームの負けだな。
よし、この試験。
That doesn't sound good. Is that like Roro? Oh no.
なんか
A チームテスト終了。
Okay, how did that occur?
動かない？
あの高さをどうやって登ったんだよ。化け物かよ。
俺のせいだ。俺がランカーの実力を甘く見てた。自信満々でリーダーになったのに、俺が全部台無しにした。鬼を捕まえようなんて言い出したから。ごめん。お前が謝ることなんてねえよ。なあみんな。
クンさんの作戦はすごかったです。
I agree. I mean, for everything that it was worth, his strategy was actually pretty good. Now, whoever came in and assisted him definitely would have been, like the unexpected thing that he couldn't have factored into his strategy, right?
シビス、サンキューな。
Oh, come on. Don't take that approach to it.
布団にも勝てないのか、お前。
助けが必要なようだな。
誰だ。
ああ、俺です。
Oh, what the heck? Why was he doing that? Was he like on the other team? Or what?
ねえ、上に上がりたくない？
はあ、お前何？
Yeah, what the heck? What was that? What?
登りたいだろ？
お前ら仲間を裏切るのか。
Yeah, what is this about? Why? What motive do they have?
登ってこい。夜。彼はなぜあんな裏切りを？裏切り。勝利目前でクオントに手を貸すなんて、自分のチームへの裏切りでしょう。彼はチームを裏切ってなどいない。これがクンさんの本当のチームだ。これは創作者の課題。A チームは負けなければならなかった。B チームにできるだけ。
Interesting. So Kuhn's actually on a different team entirely. That's
あ
crazy.
の10人がテストを勝ち進むために、彼は塔に持っていく荷物を整理した。確かにクン、アナク、シビス、ラウレは現時点で合格確実ですけど、あのバカさんがすんなりクンさんの願いを叶えるとは思えない。
畜生、選別者のくせに俺をもてあそぶとは。
Yeah, I mean, as the examiner, I'd probably be pretty mad too.
だからリーダーは俺だ。ふざけんな。
But man, Kuhn is just, he really is that intelligent dude here.
みんな点数を稼ぎたくて必死だ。ラフェルは全然輪に入ってこない。
So he's still calling her Rachel, so I think he still knows, even though she's going by the different name.
何？なんか文句でもある？
とんでもない。お前ら姫様抜きで作戦とは決しか。
But I mean, they have Endorsi,
バンザーイ。
so...
決定ね。まずは鬼のバッジは私がつけて。
釣り師をまとまって行動させるとかバカなのかあの女。すぐ鬼に見つかっておしまいだろ。やっぱり俺らやりつかいレボリューションズが。
エボリューションの間違いだろ。
なんだと。
A チームを見てランカーである鬼を捕まえるのは不可能だと分かっただろう。鬼の動きを見てから釣り師が四方に散らばるという女の作戦は多少は目くらましになるかもしれない。
I mean, I think that's a good starting point, but I feel like they'll have to adapt as this kind of keeps moving forward.
そうだ。やりつかいレボリューションズは鬼を捕まえる。協力しろ。
ねえ、ほう。あんたまだ本気で塔を登る気ある？自信なくなっちゃったよ。この先ちょっと好きになったあいつらのこと躊躇なく殺せるのかって。
Yeah, exactly, and that's exact. I mean, that really is just another part of it. I mean, not because now that they, but I feel like this was the entire point of why the examiners made people like make the friends in the first place. It's just because like it becomes more difficult to actually kill these people, like when they become your enemies, and that in and of itself is a challenge that you have to overcome. So that is yeah, it's definitely a good part of the test, I would think. Like if that was the reason that this was designed.
俗に言うコソ泥ってやつ？けどある船に忍び込んだのが運の尽き。恐ろしいこと。
You're gonna get some backstory on this person now.
船にはランカーが乗っていた。あっという間に仲間が。
Oh, that's rough. Which brings me to another question. It's like, we're seeing a lot of situations kind of like this, where people are just kind of dying outside of any sort of like an exam or a test. And this might be like on a different part of the tower or something. Or like outside of the tower. I'm not entirely sure even where this is. But I mean, I would think like this just brings to light like a lot of different questions. It's kind of like, okay, isn't wherever this situation's at, like on whatever part of the tower, or if it's outside of the tower, like isn't this where the princesses are actually supposed to be right now? Taking care of problems like this, for example. But I can't figure out, you know, why they're all going back through the tower and stuff, right? But just I guess that just like this one aspect just brings a bunch of questions to the table. It's like, okay, if you have it's like, where is this situation even taking place? Is it outside of the tower, or is it on a different level of the tower? For what point is there to even have a conflict outside of an exam? And I don't know, it's an interesting kind of a point to bring up that, you know, really should answer a lot of questions once you figure this out. Oh, is that what's his name? Yeah. So I guess that was outside of the tower, because it said brought her to the tower.
私たち最初からそういう関係ですよね。塔を登るためです。何が起きたってお互い恨みっこなしですから。
すみませんでした。
余計な体力を使わせるな。おい、来たぞ。ランカーだ。急げ。ここは俺たちが引き止める。
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and presume that Endorsi was the person that took out a majority of everybody, like, on the first floor. Of course, I mean, there were, because obviously she was still kind of partnered up with, like, what's his name, and Rachel. But it makes me wonder, like, okay, like, if they were the only 3 people that actually passed that first exam, I mean, that says a lot, because, I mean, a lot of people, like, from Bam's team got to partner up with other people in a team. But Endorsi's team was, like, were the only 3 people, like, out of the entire group that got to even make a team to proceed to climb the tower. So I'm going to presume Dorsey was the person that, you know, took a large majority of them actually out. Because obviously, I mean, that other big dude is obviously strong enough, I think, to have taken out quite a few of them. But I feel like Dorsey was probably the strongest one out of the three in the team. I'm not entirely sure of anything about Rachel, to be honest. I mean, whether or not she had any conflicts whatsoever. And we're just like, they're just out of pure survival, or whether or not she actually does have some strength is still kind of unknown. And I'm interested in figuring out what's happening with her, you know, specifically, because, I mean, there's just... We don't know anything about Rachel, like, whatsoever, other than the fact that she wants to climb the tower and that she was Bam's friend, right? We also know that she was on the team of people necessary in order to climb the tower, but that's, like, literally all we know about Rachel. And so, like, she has, like, the most mystery behind her character, I think, and it's, you know, as I've been saying, you know, she's going to be the most interesting person to figure out, you know, what's going on. But I think Dorsey has probably the strongest chance of getting through this for Bam's team. So I think that Bam has a pretty strong advantage due to this aspect. But I'm just going to go ahead and get into the next episode here since I've got one more recording to do today. I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching.